guys don't mind my hair, it is I showered and fell asleep like this look. So here we are. All right, Pisces, you guys are the last on this series, and we are doing the next 7 days for you guys. All right, Pisces, feeling good, smelling good, your energy feels pretty good. I have been doing all my witchery and all my stuff, and my table is just cluttered. I just finished a batch of my Merlin oil, which is my manifestation oil, and I have my candle still going because it's a 3-day burn. So I do the day before, the day of, and the day after any moon, like whatever moon I'm using, whatever moon phase. And so it's still here burning. It should be out by tonight, but it takes up a lot of space. So anyway, and then I have my coffee. Yeah, I should have cleaned up a little. It doesn't matter. We'll get it done. All right, Pisces, Pisces. I just heard drink more water. Drink more water, Pisces. You guys might be a little bit dehydrated, and even though you guys might be drinking water, I feel like, so when you guys are going through an awakening or you're having ascension symptoms, you have to drink extra water. You might be sweating at night, having weird ass dreams, feel half here, half there, kind of, if that makes sense. I know at one point, what the hell is that noise? I don't know if you guys could hear that, but is it when I talk? Hello? That was weird. It sounded like a frequency, but I don't know. Anyway, and I lost my train of thought. Anyways, when I was going through my ascension symptoms, a lot of the times, and actually still now, like I would dream stuff, and then I wouldn't know what was a dream, if I had dreamt it or not. I wouldn't necessarily call it what was reality and what was not. Maybe there's a little bit of that, but it was more of like, oh yeah, remember when we talked about this? I would say that to like one of my daughters, and they'd be like, no. And I'd be like, wait, did I dream that? And then I'd have to sit really hard. And sometimes I could remember that it was a dream, but sometimes I'd be like, I'm not sure what's happening in real life. And then it still happens constantly, honestly. So there might be a lot of that. Like, you're not sure if that actually happened or if you actually dreamt that. So that might be happening to you guys. All right, Pisces. You guys got come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. Yeah. And then you got moon energy. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Okay, I feel like right now you guys aren't seeing. Oh, and as soon as I started to say that, I felt like this, oh, like, you know, when you're so overwhelmed, you just kind of have to like, right? Or even when there's just a lot of emotions, even if you're not thinking anything. My daughter will be like, what's wrong? And I'll be like, nothing. And it's literally because I'm just, right? We just have to take a big breath. And that's what I felt. I felt, well, not even what I felt. I literally, like, sucked it in from without choice, if that makes any sense. It feels like there's a fear of not being able to see what's ahead. You fear what you can't. It's almost like you're trying to predict or control a certain thing or a certain situation to go the way you want it to go. I just heard that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not gonna work. First of all, it's not gonna work for the universe, and second of all, it's not gonna work for the situation that you're dealing with. The situation that you're dealing with, or whatever it is that you're gonna come together with, there has to be flexibility on both parts. It's not gonna work if one person isn't flexible and the other is flexible, because then that person is giving more and giving up a part of who they are as themselves to cater to you. So that's not gonna work. There has to be equal give and take. There has to be a happy medium, right? And I understand a lot of times we try to control situations thinking that if we hold on really tight, we're going to control it to go this way, and then we're going to control it to go that way. But really what you're doing is you're sucking the oxygen out of something beautiful. What happens when you squeeze the shit out of a flower? You kill it. You kill it. Instead of watering the flower and saying, okay, well, I'm going to come out once a day, and the flower's like, I need twice a day. I need twice a day. If you want me at my maximum, I need you to flower me twice a day. I can bloom with once a day, but it's not going to be at my peak, right? And what if, it's rained, right? So that flower doesn't need watering, right? So it's starting to become a little bit more etheric, so I won't go deeper into what I'm seeing. But it's almost like, okay, I don't need to water you for a couple of days because you're good. It rained, you're good, right? You're good. And then and the rose bush is gonna be like, yeah, we're at a happy medium, right? But if you try to say, oh, I'm gonna water you when I say I'm gonna water you, that bush is gonna die. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just the way it is. You don't have control of anything else except for control is a false sense of security. At any point in time, your money, your health, your relationship can be effed in the B, and it can all go topsy-turvy. And I can tell you that from so much experience, okay? So the only thing that you can control, Pisces, is the way that you show up for yourself and the way that you show up for other people. That's the only thing you can control, the only thing that you can really control, right? Actually, for example, today I had a friend say that lately it seemed like I don't call her enough to say hi or do you want to hang out. It was more like, oh, hey, do you have this screwdriver, or do you have that, do you have this? Yes, mind you, I have been having a lot of things go on in my personal life. I know for a fact that I have done more than what they say, but I'm not going to take away from how she feels, right? If she feels like that's how it's been, if in her mind that's how she sees it, then I'm going to take accountability whether she feels that way or not, and I'm going to say, okay, I apologize, I will make more effort to call you just to say hi. Man, I call this girl at 5 in the morning because I know that's what time she wakes up. I know what I do, but if that's how she feels, then she's my friend, I love her, I'm going to make an effort to try to even if she doesn't show up, even if she doesn't want to hang out, I'm going to make an effort to do it constantly. I'm going to make an effort to, right? Does that make sense? So that's how one controls the way they show up for other people, right? So I feel like when you're coming together, you're coming and you're needing to release the truth. With the moon energy here, there needs to be no secrets here. There needs to be a release of the truth. The truth I'm hearing will set you free. And I feel like whatever you're dealing with, because with coming together, it's just like such a happy, like I feel like whatever this is such a loving and generous and understanding community that your fear is not even warranted, if that makes sense. understandable. Everybody has fears. We've all been through some shit, and some more than others. It doesn't take away from what people are going through, but some of us have been through some shit, so we get it. But the point of healing and the point of, you know, being able to heal is that we don't lose our hearts during the process, right? Yeah, with the Page of Wands here, and I just got really cold on my right leg, which is mother wounds, mother energy, right? No. Yes? No, I think that's father wounds. Oh, I really need to start redoing my Reiki because I can't remember. I think it's mother wounds. Yeah, I think it's mother wounds. Okay. You are being led. You're being led this next 7 days. Your guides are guiding you. Okay, with the Page of Wands right here, they're showing you the way. Look at that cute ass cat right there. That freaking asshole orange cat. Oh my god, we have an orange cat, and oh, I love him so much, and at the same time I want to punch him. Like, I wish I was a cat for like just 10 minutes so I could like just box it out with him. Although he's not a fighter, so now that makes me feel bad. My cat is a fighter. He is, yeah, no. But my Gingy is like so, he's a crybaby too. He cries for his mom, which is my eldest daughter. And all you hear is, Mom, Mom, like, shut up. Anyway, I just thought that was cute because it looks like him. You are being guided, but remember, cats are always, you know, guides. They're your familiars. They're your, you know, so you're being guided, and you're looking back, and they're saying, hey, bring your stuff. Bring your stuff. But, with this small little bag, I'm hearing leave your baggage and just bring what you need. And with this tiny little ass bag, it looks like he can fit maybe his heart and the most important things to them. Let's get some more. What else? But it's very sunny here. Yeah, with the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Ten of Swords. Not showing the truth. Not showing the truth about situation. Not being afraid to show. There's feelings here for something. You know, I just got like really slobbery, like a dog, with a Ten of Swords here, because I feel maybe like you're still healing, but I do feel a sense of fear. There's a very strong sense of fear, and I feel like you're actually hiding emotions, very loving emotions, because you're afraid. You're afraid that there's going to be another sword in your back. You're afraid to show emotion with the Knight of Cups here. It is here, even though it's in reverse. You're just afraid to show it. Oh shit, and it flipped over. Eight of Pentacles, wanting to work together, wanting to grow together. With the with the Two of Cups. This, with the Two of Cups, okay, let me explain something to you, just in case. When you get the Lovers, that's a very strong connection, yes. But with the Lovers, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be equal give and take. It means that there's a very strong connection. It can even be a very strong sexual connection. It can be a very strong emotional connection. It doesn't mean it's equal give and take. With the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups means it is equal give and take. I give you from my cup, you give me from your cup, and it is equal give and take, okay? This is not somebody that's going to come in and take your love and run away with their cup. No. They are. Do you see how each person has their cup and they're cheering? Is that what it's called? Brindis? Cheering? Yeah. Yeah, cheering, right? Yeah. But you're very defensive. You're very defensive. And you're over here like, I'm fighting off everybody. I don't want anybody's heart or any opportunities. Just leave me alone. Look at this. Look at her. Look at her. You're extremely defensive. Your walls are high. But you're being led. Like, you're being told, look, we're trying to take you somewhere where it's actually going to be equal give and take here. This is actually what you've been looking for. But you have to let your guard down. I feel like there's been no communication with this. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I feel like the universe is trying to send you in a gift. And you're over here like, no, send it back. And the universe is like, no, this is for you. Like, we're giving it to you. And you're like, no, I don't want it. And deep down you're like, oh my god, this is what I've always wanted. But you're like, send it back, I don't want it. Return to sender. The star, this is wish fulfillment. Pisces. Oh my gosh. This is wish fulfillment for you. This is something that you've always wanted. This is something that's going to be exactly what you always never knew you always wanted. I don't think that was proper English, but that's okay. Okay, let's start clarifying. Aye, Pisces. Aye, Pisces. I get it. Look, at the bottom of the deck, happiness. Alright. Let's see. Let's clarify the Page of Wands. I got 80s hair today. This is what happens when I fall asleep with my hair wet. I didn't have gas. I didn't have gas. There was an issue with my shit. And I didn't even realize, and they came and turned it off. And I was like, I don't have hot water. So I didn't have hot water for a day and a half. Because, you know, they turned it off, and then I fixed it, and then it took them fucking a day and a half. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You have gavel, involvement with the law. I need one more. I need one more. So, yeah, I finally got my hot water on yesterday, and I was like, I need to take a hot steam in my shower. And so I usually don't like to take showers, or I like to take baths late, but not wash my hair. Beware of greed. Okay. All right. So somebody, I feel like in the past you've dealt with people that have used you, abused you, tried to just. I'm hearing even baby trapped for money, which is crazy. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. You might be dealing with something having to do with the law, because of greedy people that might be trying to take from you. And I feel like you're dealing with this. It's a current thing that you've been dealing with, right? But this is one of the reasons why you also have that fear. Is this situation that I'm going to go into, is this going to be the same shit? Is it going to be, you know, the same kind of ending? When you're dealing with somebody that's a Two of Cups, I feel, okay, this is what I just saw. Where you have a surplus, they have a lack. Where you have a lack, they have a surplus. Okay? And that is yin and yang. And you come together completely. And it doesn't mean that this situation is going to drain you. It just means that you guys are going to complement each other so well. But a Two of Cups doesn't come in to drain you. A Two of Cups come in offering something. A lot of things. It might not be, let me use for example, let's say riches, or let's say this person doesn't have an abundance of, I don't know, maybe this is a company, and this company doesn't have an abundance of benefits, but it's a small company and it's starting up, and it's gonna boom, right? And it feels good. It feels like family. You feel great. You feel happy going to work. Dude, when I worked at the post office, I would cry every day driving to work because I hated it so much. And I was making over $30 an hour with amazing benefits. I hated it. I hated it. I quit. I couldn't do it. I was there for 5 years. I had to quit because I couldn't deal with it anymore. It wasn't just the job. It was the managers too. They were fucking horrible. The Knight of Cups in reverse is clarified by a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Yeah, I feel like you allowing yourself to step into this journey is gonna show you something completely different. And it's not just show you, you're gonna feel things that you've never felt before. Feel like I'm not gonna say that. And you're going to actually be happy that you allowed yourself to open up in this way, because it's going to help you change your view on the things that are, right? Sometimes we have to go through hell to find the price. And I know one time I have my friend who, even though sometimes he's a butthole, I love him unconditionally, but he's a jerk. He said, you know, I asked to find my person, and they sent him, and it was a lesson, but I know for a fact that they sent him that person because he was meant to go through this last lesson. So there was a part of his ego that he was still holding on, so he could find his actual person. So it wasn't like the universe was like, oh, we're not sending you your person. We are, but we need you to go through this last lesson, because if you get with your actual person still having this part of you hardened, you're gonna ruin your actual final destination person, right? And this could be about a job too. Look, the sun. This person or this situation is gonna make you feel like the sun. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo, or they have Leo in their chart, or you're a Leo. Clarifying the Ten of Swords. Goal-oriented person. Yeah, you're tired of carrying everybody's fucking bullshit. You're tired of carrying everybody's bullshit in business and relationships. It's always you having to carry the load for everything. It's you having to pick it up. This person is going to do their part. This person, and even if you have to teach them something, they're going to sit there and learn and do their part, right? This is not, or a situation, whatever it is, a career. This career is going to give back to you as much as you give to it. And then I said 8 of Pentacles, and it says career. That's funny. Maybe it is a career that you're working on, because this person is alchemizing and mixing potions. So maybe your career is about to take off, or you're meant to build a career with this person, or a business. Let's clarify the Two of Cups. Be careful, do not take risks. Let me get one more on that. Getting together with friends. And your friends, I don't know why I heard, you could both be the dog sign in the Chinese zodiac, because there's 2 dogs here. Or one of you could be the year of the dog in the Chinese zodiac. There's a whole bunch here that are here. I don't know if you want to. Here, let me just quickly read them, because it's for the next 7 days. Honor and respect will come to you. Climbing toward success. Take care, enemies are working against you. Yeah. And then you are on the road to success. What? You got 2 successes? Climbing toward success, and you are on the road to success. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Time to get out of a situation. Yeah, you're dealing with people that are still not for your highest good. And I don't feel like it's one person, to be honest with you guys. Why is this deck here? And I just heard, when the roof caved in and the truth came out, I just didn't know what to say. I don't know if that's how it goes. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know if I said it right. It could be, if the truth came in and the roof came... Oh, no. If the truth came out and the roof came in, I just didn't know what to say. No, I think it's the other way. I don't even know what song that is. I think I've heard it, but I don't know who sings it or what. Okay, let me get you guys some guidance cards. Or a guidance card. Oh, shit. You guys got 2, but I'm not reading 2, because, look, these are long as hell. Look at that. Alright. Dearest you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, abandonment issues, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected, so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you. We love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to the source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever, Pisces. This is beautiful and straight up on point. So, Pisces, I love you guys so much. Don't be afraid to love again just because of the past. Those were things that you had to learn so that you could love properly without having past trauma, right? And maybe even soften your heart, because life sometimes can harden our hearts with the things that we go through. And I don't know if I said this at the beginning, but I heard, like, don't lose your heart. Don't lose your heart. And I always say that to my friends who's like, you've been through so much, why are you not mean? And I'm like, because I refuse to lose my heart. Even after people do the shittiest shits, and I've gone through the innermost circles of hell, I refuse to lose my heart to any piece of shit ever. That's one thing you can never take from me. So don't lose your heart, because other people, it's not even that they didn't see your value. It really is that they weren't to the point where they just weren't. They were not who they were. They couldn't give you what you needed. All right, Pisces, I love you guys so much. I will see you guys soon. Bye.